Good morning, students of class 12, and I hope you will like to listen to the story of the Tiger King. This Tiger King was a really very great king, but his fate and fortune was related to the tiger. Actually, this Maharaja of Pratibandhupuram is the hero of this story. When he was born, astrologers and had told that he would have to meet his death by the tiger. At this very young crown prince Jungjung Bahadur shouted, "Let tigers beware!" The royal prince started hunting tigers when his estate came into his hands after he reached the age of 20. He killed all the 70 tigers of his estate. Then he got married to a princess whose state had a large tiger population. In this way, he was able to kill 99 tigers, but one was remaining. And this one remaining tiger became a very fatal reason for his death, which he could not avoid. That tiger which he bought and brought home as a gift of his 3-year-old son really proved fatal for him. If he could have known, certainly he would not have. Actually, the 100th tiger that he supposed to kill remained alive even he fired at him. So, what is decided by the fortune, what is decided by the heaven, that is very difficult to be avoided. So you will hear the story of the tiger king. First of all, I would like to tell you about the author Ramaswamy Iyer Krishnamurthy, aka Kalki, who was Tamil writer, journalist, poet, critic, and Indian independence activist. His writing includes 120 short stories, 10 novels. The government of Tamil Nadu issued stamps in honor of this great writer. He died at the age of 54 when he was not so matured to be read. Part 1 begins like this. The Maharaja of Pratibandhupuram is the hero. He may be identified as His Highness Jamedar General Khiledar Major Satyavyagra Samahari Maharaja Vishwabhuvan Samrat Sharjilani Jungjung Bahadur MD ACTC or CRCK. These names often shortened as the Tiger King. At the time of the birth of the Tiger King, the astrologers foretold that one day the Tiger King would actually have to die. There was nothing new in this prediction, as the chief astrologer told, who had a very big tuft and he did not wear anything like shirt or something. He only put a towel on his shoulder, and he told very clearly he was challenged, but he accepted it and told something that I will tell you. The child will grow up to become the warrior of warriors, hero of heroes, champion of champions. The child born under this star has to die one day by the tiger. That he predicted. When what did happen? Suddenly, the 10-day-old Zilani Jungjung Bahadur spoke a phrase. What was that phrase? O prophets! This really transfixed everyone in stupefaction, and again the phrase was repeated in no doubt. The people understood that it is the 10-day-old infant who uttered the word so clearly. It was a matter of surprise for each and every one. The chief astrologer took off his spectacles and gazed with great attention at the baby. What did he tell? What his voice is like? The chief astrologer placed his four fingers on his nose in wonder. The prince was born in the hour of the bull. The bull and the tiger are enemies, therefore, death comes from the tiger, he explained. And this very explanation really bewildered everyone, made the existing king worried, and this very newborn baby was not at all afraid. As soon as the king heard it pronounced, the crown prince gave a deep growl. Terrifying words emerged from his lips. Let tigers beware. He did not want to give any kind of chance to these tigers, and so he spoke like that. At the time there were no grounds for doubt. It was the infant born just 10 days ago who had enunciated the words so clearly. All those who are born will one day have to die. We don't need your prediction to know that. This very tiger, king told. There would be some sense in it if you could tell us the manner of what death. The royal infant uttered these words in his little squeaky voice, and the crown prince grew taller and stronger. Now, the chief astrologer took his finger off his nose and fixed his eyes upon the little prince, and he said that they both are enemies, the bull and the tiger. Now, the story leads to second part. What is that? The crown prince grew taller and stronger day by day. The boy drank the milk of an English cow. He was brought up by an English nanny, English tutor. He tutored in English by an Englishman. He saw nothing but English films, Hollywood films. At the age of 20, the state which had been under the court of wards until then just came into his hands. Really, this came into his hands. And then after killing the first tiger, the Maharaja sent the dead body to the beast, to the body of the beast to the astrologer. The astrologer was known to this one, and he said in self-defense, he said that, King, O my lord, there were innumerable forests in the Pratibandhupuram. They had tigers in them. The Maharaja knew the old saying, you may kill even a cow in self-defense. There could certainly be no objection to killing tigers in self-defense. The Maharaja started out on a tiger hunt, and he just said that he would kill 100 tigers. So the astrologer said, Your Majesty, you may kill 99 tigers in the same manner, but what about the 100th tiger? Means he had a doubt. And the king reiterated. He focused on the fact What if the hunted tiger is also killed? The astrologer said, if the tiger king would kill or the hunted tigers, then he would tear up all his books of astrology, set fire to all his books, and he would cut out his tuft, long grown, crop his hair short, and become an insurance agent. Means he would leave the job of astrology, predicting the things for the people as well as the king. The Maharaja said, challenge accepted. Now you will know about the part 3 story that is rendered here and you can understand it. The tiger inhabiting in Pratibandhapuram celebrated from that day. Means now it was a bad day for tigers and he was very happy. He went on hunting. The state banned tiger hunting by anybody else. No one could kill any tiger in his state except the king, except the Maharaja. This announcement was issued, proclamation was issued to the effect that if anyone dared to fling a stone at a tiger, all his property and wealth will be confiscated. Confiscated means seized. His property would not be just remaining with him. The Maharaja vowed. What did he vow? What did he just wish? That one should know. The Maharaja vowed that he would attend to all other matters after killing the hunted tiger. Means he did not pay attention to any kind of royal activities that was to be discharged by the king himself. He had only one mission, to kill the hunted tigers, and he did not want any kind of interference in it. The Maharaja promised, vowed, he would attend to all other matters after killing the hunted tiger. Not that he faced no danger, he faced dangers. He faced dangers while killing, because hunting tigers is not an easy sport. It is an adventurous job in which one has to risk his life. There are times when the bullet missed the tiger, and for that reason he had to move from one place to another, hunting the tigers. At another time, he was in danger of losing his throne. What was this danger? What was this danger? This danger was so big in which manner? The manner was this, that a high-ranking British officer visited Pratibandhapuram who was very fond of hunting tiger. He wanted to hunt tiger, but Maharaja denied, as a rule was there, as he had said. He told that he could hunt boar, he could hunt boar, he could hunt mosquito, he could hunt anything else, but he could not hunt a tiger. He asked the Maharaja to have a photo with the tiger he shot. The Maharaja refused to grant permission because he wanted to be famous as a tiger hunter. So he wanted at least to have a photograph with the tiger he had shot. The British officer's secretary sent word to Maharaja. This word was very bitter, harsh, and if he did disobey, certainly his property could be confiscated, he would be dethroned, and he would lose his kingdom. So the British officer secretary sent word to Maharaja through the Diwan that Durai himself did not have to kill the tiger. Means Durai's army did not have to kill the tiger. Maharaja stood in danger of losing his kingdom itself. Oh, he thought what to do. Maharaja and Diwan held deliberations over this issue. Both of them, Maharaja and Diwan, thought about the solution to this problem, and this solution was solved. A telegram was sent, dispatched forthwith to a famous British company of jewelers in Calcutta. Means a jeweler in Calcutta was just sent a telegram that he should send some precious rings to Duraisamy, the British officer's wife. Send some samples of expensive diamond rings of different designs. He told like this. Some 50 rings arrived. How many rings did arrive? 50 rings. The whole lot was sent to the British officer's good wife, good lady. The king and the minister thought that the Duraisani means his wife, British officer's wife, to choose one or two rings and she would return the rest of them. But she thought she was a greedy lady. She also knew how to take advantage of someone's inability, and she just sent a letter of thanks saying that thank you for your gifts. In 2 days, a bill for 3 lakhs came from the British jewelers from Calcutta. What was the amount? 3 lakhs. It was a very big amount. The Maharaja, though Maharaja was happy. Why was he happy? Because only 3 lakhs was the expense with which he could save his throne. Maharaja was happy that in spite of losing 3 lakh rupees, he had managed to retain his kingdom. If he would not have given such money to anyone, that very sunny, certainly he would have to lose his throne. Now it is part 4. In this part 4, the Maharaja's tiger hunts continued, and within 10 years he managed to kill 70 tigers. Now he had already killed 70 tigers. Then an unforeseen hurdle brought his mission to a standstill. What was that problem that came? The tiger population came to an extinct in his kingdom of Pratibandhapura. Who knows whether the tigers practiced birth control or committed harakari? That was a practice that they had just stopped giving birth to youngsters. The Maharaja asked the Diwan to draw statistics of the tiger population in different native states and a girl from a royal family. Here there is humor and satire, and this Diwan was so afraid that he said that he was not a girl whom he wanted to marry. He was brandishing his gun at the time. Seeing that, he said, I don't want your gun, I don't want to marry. He had already got wife and children. But Maharaja said, who would like to marry him? Who would like to marry him? Maharaja Jung Bahadur married a girl where a large number of tiger population was present. It was all managed by Diwan, who wanted to please his king. He killed 5 or 6 tigers whenever he visited his father-in-law house, and in this way he could kill 99 tigers. He had already killed 70 tigers in his own kingdom, and where he married in that very kingdom, he killed 29 more. It was only one more, which was a big problem to be obtained, but it was so difficult that was hardly available. The Maharaja anxiety reached the peak when just one tiger was left to achieve his tally of 100. The Maharaja regularly reminded the late astrologer's prophecy regarding his own death. He was also thinking of his own death. As that astrologer has told that he could kill 99 but the 100th would be a problem, the Maharaja announced a 3 year. He found that there was a locality where some tigers were available and these tigers, and so there was one man, Veer Sami, and there Veer Sami Naikar, and one was Khader Mia Sahib, or you can say they were very big eater of sheep and there was nothing found. So now it was a big problem. Diwan Maharaja reached a forest and refused to go back until the tiger was found. The Diwan saw a tiger being brought from the People's Park in Madras. Actually, this tiger was brought by the Diwan in a car and he left it. The next day, the tiger was wandering in the jungle where the Maharaja was hunting. The tiger came in front of the tree and Maharaja did not waste time and he just took an aim and shot the beast. The beast, the tiger fell down. The tiger fell down. The Maharaja was overwhelmed with joy after killing the tiger. The hunters went to take a closer look at the tiger. The Maharaja went away. He ordered that this tiger should be led by a big procession and brought to the kingdom where the king lived. And when the hunters looked at the tiger from very close, they were surprised that the tiger was still looking. He had only fainted from the shock of the bullet passing by him. The Maharaja missed the target. So one of the hunters took aim from a distance, very close distance, and shot him dead. This time it killed it without missing his mark. Then, as the king had commanded, the dead tiger was brought to the kingdom. After few days, the Maharaja's son's third birthday was celebrated. The king decided to give his son a special gift on his birthday. He went out to buy. The Maharaja spotted a wooden tiger in a toy shop and decided to buy it. The wooden tiger cost only 2 annas and the shopkeeper tricked the Maharaja and said the price of 300 because he thought that if he would say only 3 annas, the king would consider him within his dignity, and so he just admired the carpenter and the work of the carpentry and the wood with which it was made. So in this way he took 300 rupees from the king. On that day, the Maharaja and the prince played with that tiny little wooden tiger. They were both happy. Its surface was rough. Tiny slivers of wood stood up like quills all over. Quills of what creature? Porcupine. It was like thorny. One of those slivers pierced the Maharaja's right hand, but he pulled it out and continued playing. He did not bother of the slivers that pierced into his right hand, but it was fatal. The next day, infection flared in the Maharaja's right hand. In 4 days, it developed into a suppurating sore which spread all over the arm. Three famous surgeons were brought in from Madras. The three surgeons performed the operation and came out, and they announced. What did they announce? The operation is successful, Maharaja is dead. Actually, the German surgeons are heartless, merciless, and they have no emotion. And German surgeons were called. And so, in this manner, the hunted tiger took his final revenge upon the Tiger King. The astrologer's words were proved true. So, in this way, we can understand all these things here. In this way, the story comes to an end, and the tiger that was the 100th one remained alive, that could not be shot. And now you will understand some question answers and something more in the next video that I will produce. Thank you, children. Thank you.